Hello, people. What's up? It's your boy, Ann Smith, the good guy. I know. I was on this Whiskey Monday live stream in a long time. Been I think almost 3 years. Yes, it's on Whiskey Monday live stream. Yep. But I didn't have time to record one yesterday. I've been really busy today. Yep. This week is gonna be really weird. Because I have my last day of school tomorrow. I have my math exam tomorrow, and this week is just gonna be really weird. So I don't know. Also, I did record the LB. Because I haven't uploaded a video yet because I forgot to, but it should be disputed. It said disputed, but not should be. I'll go check see if it's disputed. Nope, YouTube is taking a long time for that. Probably gonna be disputed either to back. My LB of personal midfield actually probably be up on the town probably tomorrow or Wednesday. So yeah. Thursday, I don't know. But I'm saying I'm gonna do those two virtual alignment videos, then I'm gonna do my single reaction this week. And then let's see what else. And then some more midfield reactions of Baker music videos, and then get the next midfield reaction poll ready. Yep, and then of course this week's game Monday for next Monday will be a recorded one and not a live one. So yeah, but this week's gonna be really real for me. Including next week too, because yep. Because I'm going to summer break finally. So that's gonna mean how much time record feels, but that's not like I mean because I can be at going places and yep. I won't be able to record feels, baby. I'm saying. So yep. Yep. I think everything else. Oh, what? I don't know, but I was supposed to release a song yesterday on my Ask If the Cool Guy tab. I was still thinking about what song I want to do next. I might do Blended Rain, but I don't know about that one. I was gonna do Nuts About the Blood. But I don't know about that one too. I don't know. And then so this was my Raps channel. So yeah, basically that's a lot. Actually, I might do cover some train songs maybe. I don't know. Say about that. Anyways, I think that's how to say for get into this. So yep, I'm not gonna do the whole you're late thing this time because I'm the one that's late always. And no, Chris Kitchen still has to release his next episode this weekend on Sunday. I think he just quit that series because he's still uploading. I think he just quit that series to be completely honest with y'all because he hasn't done Whiskey Monday since I think January of this year, so I think it's just quit Weekend Series Sunday, which sucks. Hope he didn't, but I think it's just quit this Weekend Series Sunday series, so yeah. But anyways, I'm still doing Whiskey Monday for y'all since Chris Kitchen isn't doing Whiskey Sundays. So, yep. Anyways, people, I think we are gonna get straight into this. We're gonna start with somebody who we didn't get to last week also because if you was off for 40 minutes and if we did an auto video that would probably put up there like 15 minutes since I didn't want. I don't be on a 15-minute file which is my laptop, so yeah. So the last hard thing to do was that creepy one with the get it with with lists obviously, so yeah. But let's see. Time to think here. I don't want to start from it that's too long. I want to do like a 5-minute one or like a 10-minute one to start this off with. This one might be good sit. And after they do like acne, you can probably not see on my face now, but they have acne. So yeah, sit and acne go like in the same boat. So this one's 10 minutes 45 seconds. So after this, I'm going to do the watching 10-minute one, then do the whole party one that cuts up on the one who's host party story I missed. I think in the Wendy's video, I think it was in the Wendy's video watched last week, and then I think end off with the hot films, and then I think we'll be good. Yeah, sound good. Let's go. 5 months ago, came out. Oh, Symbol of last year. All right, I think we're ready. Go ahead and start, y'all. Let's get it with Auto.
Regina, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with me today, Regina. I just say her name so many times. I know that things have been a little hectic, and I just wanted you to know I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to. It's too much. Ma'am. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look at what's
Regina?
happening.
I think you know exactly why I wanted to meet with you today. I've been an office manager for 3 years now. Boy, isn't that nuts? 3 years. Time really flies.
I've never been late a day in my life since I've worked here. But come on, I think we can all agree this year's holiday party
What is he making?
was the talk of the office.
What is that? That looks disgusting. I'm sorry. I know she's a day,
I'm
but
in
it
this
looks
for the long
disgusting
haul.
to the date.
I want to grow with this company, and I truly feel like I can shine. Come on. For these reasons, I feel like I'm your girl for the promotion. What do you say?
Oh no. Yep, nope. Don't like acne. Don't like acne at all. It gets to go away. Please and thank you.
What's in marketing?
Gertie, hey, I've got like a zillion receipts for you to scan. Do you have a sec?
Regina.
See if it's like
Hey,
hide it.
certainly.
Thank you.
Oh, we can't see you. Can you at least try to hide it? No, don't mess with it.
that's
Don't mess
disgusting.
with it. Don't mess with it.
What did you say?
My coffee's cold. Want me to grab you another one?
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Thank you.
Hey, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Same as always. Blue goes to corporate, pink goes to accounting, and the rest can be scanned and uploaded to e-files. You remember how to do that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget, all hands meeting at 10. Can you be a doll and make sure the donuts look nice? They looked a little crazy last time.
This is making me hungry.
You're the
I like
best.
donuts.
Regina, could I ask you, Regina?
Too late. Please tell me good type pop. Please don't tell me good type pop. Please, just don't mess with it. No, well, I wasn't gonna do this, but okay, that looks worse. But what I was gonna say before, I was gonna put these out, but these are what I use to help with my acne. Give me a minute. I wasn't gonna do this, but I figured I just want to have to because of whatever this lady's about to do. 1 minute. Wait, look at everything. I got it. These are what I use. Give me a minute. I'll turn off everything. Thing. Lady, what your name is? What are these? Dr. Tina. Don't mess if you sit. Use these instead. This streams of you is sponsored by Dr. Tina Face Wipes. Yeah. That would have helped. That would have helped if you had Dr. Tina Face Wipes. That would have helped, but you didn't because you're dumb. Anyways, I'm gonna feel bad to did buy, but you're dumb. But you got worse. Somehow. So you mess with it.
Looking good, Gertie.
Maybe she did mess with it. And that's what happened. She did mess with it.
No, she was definitely 18 when I met her. What's up, Gertie?
What are you guys eating?
Donuts.
Where did you find those?
What else?
Those are for the all hands meeting.
This isn't
No,
for
listen,
us?
but if
Nope,
you did,
we weren't supposed to eat those yet.
Supposed to snatch that
Hey,
up.
Gertie, relax. Okay,
You can put it back if you want.
yeah. Seriously, it's not a big
It's
deal.
totally fine. You can...
Yeah, take the donuts away from them. They're gonna get diabetes.
I want to get drunk with her.
I was, you know, did they put out their own donut label? Why couldn't they use Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts? They created their own label. I guess so they didn't get copyrighted. I guess copyright infringement.
Gertie, I got your coffee.
I'm fine, Fern, thanks.
But it's just how you like it. Half cream, 12 sugars.
I get it. Because she's so sweet.
Okay, well, I'm just going to set the coffee by your chair, okay?
I'll be brief, everyone, I promise. Nothing like my toast at the holiday party. Everyone get cozy. Let's dig into the agenda, shall we?
Why would they talk about
What is this?
her face?
Gertie, this doesn't appear to be the agenda.
What? Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
I can just read it straight from the drive. Gertie,
No,
it's really
I'm
no
so
problem.
sorry. Regina, I'd really like to take a meeting with you after this meeting.
Y'all watch Survivor?
Really, you need to go home. You need to fix up what's going on with your face. You go see a doctor. It's better go to the hospital.
I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule.
Are you looking for a shredder, Gertie?
Use the sweater.
I don't need your goddamn help, you cunt!
Gertie,
What?
now or never.
Look at what's happening. This makes it.
Coming.
What happened? Okay, let's hope it was also short films. I was understanding like the plot of them before. I was understanding the part of this one that she had to sit and but I'm not understanding it. So she messed with it. I didn't get that part that she messed with it, but that's why it's all bleeding and stuff. But what is happening? What is it so mean? And why is he stressed out? I'm trying to get like let's have to do like having sis and I was gonna say whip around every time I face. I'm saying maybe because if they talk about face, maybe she will feel like insecure, probably embarrassed. Maybe that's what maybe that's what this is about. Maybe feeling embarrassed, maybe. But that's the case. So I see she going to home or to the hospital. This makes no sense. Also, make yourself feels make sense. The last two film I watched when they made sense, but kind of did. I don't know actually. But it's not making no sense. Why does he go to the hospital? Lady, your face is messed up and you don't go to the hospital. Okay, this lady's really dumb because she's not going to the hospital and I'm instead to staying there. And yelling at her co-workers for no reason. They're not the one that makes you sick. You're the one that makes you sick. Why are you yelling at them? I'm sorry, I'm ranting on this, but I'm sorry, Arthur, but please make your feelings make sense.
Do you need a tissue? You got a little bat in the cave.
I'm fine.
Once again.
Thanks, Regina.
I will let you take the lead. What's on your mind?
Regina,
Mm-hmm.
with the merger happening,
Gertie, you know very well I can't discuss the merger with you.
I know things have been kind of hectic around the office, and I just wanted you to know how much I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to meet with me.
Spit it out, Gertie.
I've been the office manager for 3 years now. Boy, isn't that nuts? 3 years. Time really flies. And with Patrick sadly leaving, I was just wondering if maybe
You're talking about the assistant associate account coordinator position.
I am.
Gertie, that's actually why I wanted to see you.
I think this year's holiday party I planned was a riot. Everybody was obsessed.
That's really great, Gertie. And you know we appreciate you, don't you? And I can imagine you might have wanted this position. And I think
you should know that I'm really strong-willed and I have a lot of stuff going for me in my own life. And you should just...
Gertie, we've already filled the position.
It's pulsating. Is that normal? Is it supposed to be pulsating?
What?
I'm so scared for a blood pressure. I'm so scared. What's happening?
I mean,
it's pulsating.
Fern.
It's not normal.
She asked me at the holiday party, and let's be real, no one should ask me anything after I've had eggnog.
You came it, Chipper.
And you're so good as the office manager. I mean, this office would practically blow up if you weren't here.
Offered it to Fern.
Please don't be upset, Gertie.
I'm not upset.
Ooh, that's a relief.
All right.
Okay, well, lots to do before the you-know-what. Gertie?
I'm not upset.
What is happening?
I'm not.
You're upset.
I'm not.
We know you're upset, Gertie.
I am not. Oh, upset.
If that's it, I'm gonna. If don't tell me throwing in it there. I'm gonna say if you're in it there, I'm gonna be upset.
Wits End Agency.
What? Okay. What? Okay, I didn't go to comments. Can somebody explain that to me, please? I am. Okay, maybe this was when it said YouTube 7 days when the this is fantastic pause for missing my post, but see from you. I got that part was he bound who said making her late to work because I said you again. Cody is immediately annoyed by table phone the office that go next door. Said now what's ain't going, you know, it's knows it was in blood. That's just enough. And if I just answer saying a good to see as when there was no but if Jesus to touch and tears well. But it sounds so fun. So I still got that. Okay. I'm glad I read the description because it won't make no sense, but it's about anxiety. I still got that. I know I think that's what basically the tidy up the Inside Out 2 movies about. I was gonna watch, I think, in a few days a few weeks on my Google business title. I think that there was anxiety and sit and anxiety, both things to do with being a teenager, but I don't know, I didn't get that. I still got that. I don't know why my mind didn't go to out to and I'm anxiety. I don't know why. But now I was gonna say it makes more sense. But when was it made no sense. So I said for that one, before I watched the O2 videos, I'm okay with the description before I watched the video. Cool with that. Yeah, it was still a really cool little film. Such an author. Now, for to watch the time we watched 2 other animations. This time we only watching one. That's only one animation. And they haven't uploaded a new whole story since last time. So yep. Then I'm just gonna go to a third party and watch the two other new whole stories. Instead of watching the one whole story I missed last time from the Wendy's field. After I can go to a whole search party and send that around this Spooky Monday. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Alright, I was thinking to do this one last time. I played this one with the mom one, but this one's from my dad's dark side. Now, if y'all didn't, my most recent cover I did, I'm gonna ask me Mr. Justice Time was on a song I did my mom dying. I did some of my child's photos also by that time. I'm not gonna go as far to this, but this feels gonna. I can say that I will 100% relate to this video. So here we go. My dad's dark side. Let's get it.
This isn't really a horror story, more like a glimpse into my parents' past before I was even born. When I was around 14 or 15, my mom told me about my dad's dark side. But let's get straight to it. Before I was born, my mom and dad were a loving couple. Everyone in our hometown knew my dad well and respected him, if you could call it that. He was kind, loving, and a great person. But sometimes, he had anger issues over little things. It wasn't anything too serious, or so I thought. One day, my mom was walking home after buying groceries. She was just minding her own business when suddenly, she felt like someone was following her.
Yes, I'm following
When
her.
she looked back, she saw a creepy guy in a dirty white tank top just staring at her. My mom felt uneasy but kept walking, trying to ignore him. But then, out of nowhere, the guy picked up his pace, walked right up to her, and slapped her on the ass. My mom was furious. She turned to him and yelled, "What the hell are you doing?" The guy just kept staring at her, saying nothing. That was enough to send my mother running. She sprinted home and locked the door behind her. Later on that evening, she told my dad about what happened. Let's just say he didn't take it well. He asked my mom in a cold, steady voice,
What did he look like?
My mom did her best to describe him, and when my dad figured it out, he realized it was one of his so-called buddies.
Buddy.
Dad was furious. He didn't say much, just told my mom
Oh,
he'd handle it.
I'm mad
And
at the foot. I would be mad at the foot. I would be 100% mad at the foot. I would stop being friends with that dude. Immediately.
he did. I don't know what time he left, but my mom told me he waited outside our house in the dead of night like he was expecting someone, and he wasn't empty-handed.
He
was holding
he was probably gonna kill that friend.
something. Hours passed, and then there he was,
The
the
friend.
same creepy guy walking past
The
our
friend.
house. As soon as the guy turned his back, my dad
Ew.
lunged. He tackled the guy to the ground, and they fought. Then my dad pulled out what he was holding, a katana. Not some cheap sword, a real one.
Katana
A
from.
long, razor-sharp, historic-looking katana. And he used it. He sliced into the guy, not deep enough to kill him, but enough to make him scream. For minutes, my dad tortured him. And when he was done, he stood over the guy, blood dripping from the blade, eyes
Okay.
cold and
At least he
unrecognizable.
wasn't mad at his wife
Then,
and understood that. But yeah, I would 100% down when he probably wouldn't have taken it that far. But yeah, at least got your face on the foot for doing that.
my dad spoke.
Why would you do that?
"Don't ever come back here," he said,
What?
voice like ice. "Or next time, I'll cut you into pieces and throw you into the river." The
Mm.
guy cried out in pain and ran, stumbling like his ankle was broken. We never saw him again.
Okay, good.
And if you think the story ends there,
Of course
oh,
not.
it doesn't. A few years later, I was born.
I don't
And my
know.
dad, he adored me, spoiled me even. If I wanted something, he'd get it, no hesitation. Of course, this drove my mom a little bit crazy. When I was around 3 or 4, I found a long, black case tucked away inside a drawer.
Tell me that's
Being a
katana
curious
case, like-
kid,
like
I dragged a
case.
chair over, grabbed
Don't
it,
tell me
and
that's like a
started
katana
playing with it.
case.
It was heavy, but I still swung it around. A minute later, my dad walked into the room and froze. His eyes widened
That's
when
like
he
a-
saw what I was holding. He rushed over,
That's
took
like a
it from
katana
me,
case.
and immediately put it on a high
Maybe
shelf.
it was.
Then he knelt down, looked me in the eye, and said, "Don't ever touch this again." I nodded.
That was
And
his
then,
katana.
just like that, he picked me up, smiled, and said, "Let's go get some lollipops." I forgot about the whole thing. A year later, my dad got into a huge fight with his sister, my
Oh.
aunt. I was too young to understand what was going on, so I just hid in my room until it was over. Years later, when I was 14 years old, I finally asked my mom about it. She sighed and told me the truth. My aunt had gotten pregnant at a young age, before even finishing school, and my dad lost it. He was so angry, he grabbed that same black case. When he pulled out the katana, he wasn't just threatening her. He was ready to use it. He wanted to kill her and the baby. My mom had to physically stop him, and it took months for him to calm down and accept my cousin. When she told me all this, I couldn't sleep, just picturing my dad standing there.
I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause it. Wait. Okay. So I was like, but black case, but a katana case. So, did you help me for that? Get 10 points. So, going to that, honestly, for this one, it sounds like now, he got mad at that, his son, for picking up the katana case, which I would have probably done. I'd probably done the same thing because don't be picking up my katanas. But also, why do you leave your katanas out in the open? Put your katana like in the safe. There's no loss to kill. Why are you keeping katanas out in the open? Yeah. But it did go too far for this. I accept you on behalf of your friend. I accept yourself for getting a katana. But I don't accept you for this. So that's 2 out of 3. So yeah, that's I don't know what that is. I think it's like a 50%, maybe like a 25%, but whatever percent it is, yeah, you don't have much trust in him. I'm sorry.
Holding that sword, ready to kill his own sister. It made my skin crawl. Now I'm 16. My dad is still a loving father. He has anger issues, but now he just cracks jokes to cool off. But something in me needed to know. One day I snuck into my parents' room, found the black case, and opened it. There it was, the katana. Mom's story was true, and there was still old, rust-colored blood on the blade. It didn't smell, but it was there. I put it back, right where I found it, the same exact placement. And now, I try not to think about it too much. But one thing's for sure, I'm going to stay in school and work hard. Because I do not want to meet that katana again. Not that my dad's like that anymore. If I mess up at school, he just asks me what happened and buys me ice cream to cheer me up. He loves me, he loves my little brother, and he loves our whole family. And our neighbors, they respect him, love him even. If my dad ever struggles with money or food, they help, no hesitation. They want to, because of everything he's done for them.
So this music,
Life is good now, but sometimes...
Goose Boost uses music, one of my favorite horror channels. If y'all don't know Goose Boost, what are you doing? Go to Goose Boost, please. Goose Boost is amazing. Creepy YouTube more say. He's up there with like playing Jorge, and that's what it is. Even if you're playing Jorge, I'm creepable and they're playing Jorge right after the video. I think tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But so I do Goose Boost. He makes awesome creepy YouTube videos. So yeah, so I'm missing that quickly because he uses the same music. Once he tells me he's using the same music as on Goose Boost.
When I think about his past, I still get chills because no matter how much he's changed, the katana is still there.
So you would put us like the authorities or something, or to tell you that to like the katana up in the safe. I don't know in the safe. I don't freaking know. Anyways, that was okay. That was about as I saw. Finally start watching. I understand like this one as if like doing that because I'm not so for cool. Because if you don't know, the whole situation about me and Dennis been going on. Me and Dennis are cool. We're gonna ignore the beef from happening. I can't speak. But yeah. If I'm coming back to hop over to Who's Party? Who's the party like goats? But this one, was it bad stuff that my dad did was wrong if you're gonna mention that because no. But I agree with the 4 second thing he did, but not the sword thing because I was going too far. So yeah. Anyways, first video. Now it's time for whole source project. And after that watching the two stories from the video I put up, gonna come back across that story I missed last week on that video, the Wendy's video, I think it was. Ugh. Yeah.
Damn. I finally caught you streaming after like a while, bro. Like it's
Yep.
like I go on my streak account like daily to see if you're streaming, and usually I don't see you stream, but I finally see you stream.
I'm gonna do this one because it's recent and still I do it like fast food. So doing pizza hut, y'all. And it's
Oh
came
yeah,
out.
just a curious question. Not trolling at all, but have you been seeing Francesca's comments?
Yep. Yeah. On my reaction to his new song, which his new song is File. Series of Stars and See Thank You. Both those songs for File. I gotta say that.
I heard she shared the post. Did she comment? If you saw it yet?
I don't remember. I gotta go back and look. Anyway, we're going off to if you don't know what this is, it's probably never seen it here before. Basically, on this series, we just watch scary videos. Just hang out, have a good time, and watch some scary videos.
What's the SSM mean?
Spooky, Scary Monday.
Oh, Spooky Scary Monday. Okay.
Yep, and the web to Spooky Scary Sunday from Creepiest Kissing, the quote Creepiest Kissing.
Oh yeah. This week starts summer break for my state.
My last day of school is tomorrow. I'm doing my math exam tomorrow, so wish me luck on that. I'm hoping I'll fail it.
Okay. Well, I believe this week, like today, starts summer break for my state.
Alright, good. Alright, so we're gonna get started because we still have enough for this one the house films. Hostess party is always goaded, and the last time they really over exaggerating their. So yeah, I'm basically going to check out the most. I hope Trevor Henderson is for that in this one. Here we go, Pizza Hut. So I don't eat much Pizza Hut. I mainly eat Domino's pizza. So, yeah. Here we go, Roller Source Party. Dang it, not no, whatever the name is.
Bro's actually watching nightmare videos.
It's a Pizza Hut order. Alright.
I think I've gone through one of the scariest things a woman can experience. It might sound silly, but if it weren't for Pizza Hut, or more specifically the good people who work at the one near me, I might be dead, along with the rest of my family.
Wait,
I
what?
was a single mother of 3 when I met a man named Ethan. I had been alone for almost 2 years, scraping by on minimum wage and child support from my ex. I was desperate for support and companionship. Ethan provided all of that. At first, it seemed like my prayers for a better father for my kids had been answered, but Ethan gradually showed us how much of a piece of shit he was. All he wanted was control. It started happening gradually at first, mostly with me during intimacy, but his need for control soon spilled out into our personal lives, and then into the entire household. He started to call us fat and dirty, taking away our rights to eat and bathe the way we wanted to. Ethan even controlled our sleep and bathroom schedules. The freak wanted to know and sometimes watch when we took a shower, piss, or even a shit. If we didn't comply, he would become violent. Over the years, the guy became an alcoholic. He smelled like dog shit and became agitated about every little thing. But I knew he had to either
what the hell is this video?
was just having withdrawals from not using. He eventually stopped letting me cook because I was only serving food that was either toxic or inedible. The only thing he would let us eat was Pizza Hut or instant noodles.
Okay, we're playing cross street strikes with this dude. You're like your fifth strike at this point.
This
Why are you doing this stuff?
contains
What the
horrible humor. This video contains
Top of that,
horrible.
Ethan only let us eat when he was hungry, which was very rare because he was gone out of his mind most of the time. The only time my
Obviously.
kids got away from that freak was when they went to school. But then, the psycho wanted to take that away from them too. He came
Okay,
up with
now
all
this is more like my dad.
This is more like the humor's horrible. Like,
the dad
the
in the
hell?
watching the video wasn't like my dad at all, but the dad in this video is more like my dad. It's like a horseless party.
Do you
What
think
does
that's
that do with Pizza
coincidental
Hut?
or something?
What does it have to do with Pizza Hut? That's my question. What does it have to do with Pizza Hut? I'm confused.
all these reasons on why the
It's a good Pizza Hut.
education system was a failure and how they needed to be homeschooled. But I knew he just wanted total control. I was furious. It was time for me to kick him out and take control of my life again. But I should have known how it would go.
Hey, Ethan?
Go away, bitch. I'm watching TV.
I see that, but I need to talk to you.
Go order me some Pizza Hut and get the hell out of my face.
Ethan, please. This is important.
Bitch, did you just raise your voice at me?
Yes, I'm breaking up with you. This is my house, and I want you to leave.
Wait, are you serious? After everything I've done for you, all the Pizza Huts, all the meat you get in bed and then all the pizza toppings, you unloyal dog shit. I'll rip your eyes out.
Ethan.
My God.
What's that doing again? What's that doing again? Stop!
This is so weird.
And stop, please.
Before I knew it, the freak took out a knife and started wielding it around like a psycho. What made things worse was how he was under the influence. One false move or word could be the end of it all. Ethan even started breaking glassware in the house and forced me at knife point to kneel in the shards. He took my phone away from me and barred every exit. Then he corralled us all into the living room where we stayed for days. I was never allowed to leave his side, kneeling like a dog for hours on end. He watched us use the bathroom, refusing to let any of us have a single moment to ourselves. We weren't allowed to eat, and we could only sleep when he did. All we did was watch TV and literally nothing else. It was torture. It took a day or two before I was even allowed to speak without him threatening to stab me to death when I could. The first thing I asked for was food on behalf of everyone, but he continued to starve us. I lost track of time, but I think it was almost a week before he finally agreed to get Pizza Hut. He couldn't be bothered to take his attention away from the TV for a single minute, so he threw the phone at me so I could do it instead. I placed the order using the app and waited in anticipation like I had never felt. When there was a knock at the door, Ethan went to answer it. He opened it up to a squadron of police cars. They saw inside for 1 second and knew what was happening. Ethan screamed and tried to slash the cops at the door so he could lock us in. But at the last second, they rammed through the door. Ethan was arrested, and my kids and I were finally saved. He never expected that I would use the delivery instructions to tell Pizza Hut staff to send the police to the house. But it was his laziness and neglect that led him to not noticing. I'm very glad the workers saw my message and took it seriously. I could only get down a few words calling for help, but it was enough. I'm thankful for everyone who helped me and my family get out of that situation. But unfortunately, it went on for so long that so much damage has already been done. I just hope we can recover and someday lead normal lives. This story was inspired by a horrific incident regarding a Florida mother of 3 who was allegedly...
Oh yeah, here's an idea.
For the last for the people, get help.
I think I have an idea. Like
What if people so messed up?
Like Iceberg Explained videos should be
people
good
in
for
Ohio, people.
Spooky Scary
No.
Mondays.
This is an important mess. Don't go to Florida or Ohio, please. To stay away from those places, those states, countries left the free to call. Don't go to Florida or Ohio, because the people of both those countries are messed up.
Iceberg Explained videos should be good, like for future Spooky Scary Mondays, because I think they're also scary.
Yeah, that's what the series is about. That's what the series is about.
An Iceberg Explained.
I don't know about that. Let me think on that. Let me think on that.
Yeah, because iceberg explain videos can be pretty scary.
Yeah, I know
Like-
what you're talking about. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Like the music iceberg, man. You like if you see the endings, they get horrible,
Hmm.
and some
But
titles are
man,
just like disgusting.
I don't really finish seeing what this is about.
Being held hostage by her meth-addled boyfriend, who has been rescued by cops after writing Get 911 on an online pizza order. 26-year-old Ethan Nickerson and his girlfriend, Cheryl Treadway, had been arguing all day on Monday when he began sharpening a knife in front of her, police said. He refused to let her leave his side or use a phone, but she eventually convinced him to give her a cell phone so that she could put in an order at their local Pizza Hut, using the chain's online app. She ordered a pepperoni pizza and added, "Please help, get 911 to me, 911 hostage help." When the order came through at Pizza Hut, staff recognized the name and address being from a regular customer. After seeing the plea, they immediately contacted the police. When deputies headed to the home, Treadway fled from the house with a baby in her arms and told them that her boyfriend had a knife.
Ooh.
Quit your squealing.
Oh,
Dork is
not this
back.
bad.
Mutually very
Sorry.
carnitas.
Man,
That's the scariest part of the video. An ad. The ad is the scariest part.
true. Alright, and let's continue.
Nickerson initially refused to leave the home, telling authorities through the door that he did not want to go to jail. But after 20 minutes, authorities were able to convince him to come out. He was taken into custody and deputies safely removed the other children from the home. None of them were harmed. Deputies say he may have been under the influence of narcotics when he held his family hostage. Nickerson has since been charged with false imprisonment, obstructing justice by depriving communication to law enforcement, and a bunch of other various charges. Records show that Nickerson has been arrested on multiple occasions since 2007 on an array of other charges.
Oh, so I took the second one.
It was Nicholson! Go!
He's not gonna go from hell. What the heck?
I
Okay.
work at Pizza Hut. I'm usually there at night unless I'm covering a shift, which means I usually don't get out until after midnight. There's always a dinner rush from around 5 to 8, but it really slows down after that. I can count on getting most of the closing tasks done before we actually close, as it's rare for people to come in after 11. It does happen.
Yeah.
What the? Hold up. What the hell happened? Like, he just paused, like, everything and he muted himself? Like, what the hell? It was so sudden. What the hell just happened? What just happened? Adam, you good? Adam? You just suddenly muted yourself. Without letting us know you're gonna do that.
I'm back. Let's
What
continue.
happened? What happened?
Nothing.
And they tend to be the worst customers.
You suddenly
One night,
muted yourself.
it was an especially slow evening. I was dying of boredom,
My thing got
My
stuck.
coworker had just gone out for a delivery when this extremely ugly and creepy man walked in and ordered an extra large meat lovers.
Yeah, that's a little
He was
normal.
such a jerk about it too. He didn't say hi or anything, just barked at me like I was a robot. The guy was an annoying character possible. He wanted double pepperoni, double ham and bacon, half sausage and half pork and beef, 1 1/4 cheese, stuffed crust, and no ice in his drink, which he wanted to be a mixture of Dr. Pepper and Coke. There were many parts of his order that weren't allowed in the system or literally couldn't be done. But every time I told him he couldn't have something, his face got redder, and he became increasingly angry and disrespectful. I told him we didn't have Coke products. We didn't have the dough for stuffed crust on an extra large, and that the double toppings would come with a charge, which would not be traded off by any discount for half toppings that he wanted. In response, he just yelled at me, spitting in my face while doing so, telling me to figure it out and stop being a stupid bimbo. I just took his tirade on the chin and went back to make the food. I didn't spit in his drink or anything, nor did I do anything else to mess with him. I just wanted to be done with this order so he could leave. I put Pepsi in his drink and tried to approximate the ridiculous proportions he wanted, and I did the stuffed crust even though it technically made the pizza smaller than extra large. All of it was good, but I knew there would probably be things for him to complain about. I gave him his order and he left without saying thank you, still looking like he wanted to kill me for not knowing what he wanted before he said
Calm
it.
down.
When he was
Will.
finally gone, I needed a smoke break to forget about him. I stepped outside the front of the restaurant and tried to relax. My shift was almost over. Then, about halfway through my break, I saw a car coming over the hill. At first, I thought it was my coworker coming back from delivery, but the car didn't have the Pizza Hut sign.
And it was barreling toward me way too fast. It only took a few seconds for it to close the gap, and as it got close, it started turning for the restaurant. It ran over the curb and kept going right for me. I had just enough time to jump out of the way
Oh my
before it
goodness.
slammed into the building. When I got to my feet and looked back, I saw the same guy getting out of the car with a giant wrench in his hand. He immediately started coming for me, screaming and threatening to beat me to death. You bitch! Are you trying to kill me?
No! What the hell are you talking about?
You poisoned my food! It tastes like shit! What did you put in it? Bleach? Cyanide?
Nothing! I didn't poison anything, I swear!
Don't tell me to calm down! Tell me the truth or I'll crack your skull in! Suddenly, the man swung the wrench. I thought he was going to hit me, but he smashed the window right next to me. I ran back in fear for my life as he pummeled the window until it was completely shattered.
Oh my God.
Then he turned back to me. There was nothing but rage and bloodlust in his eyes. I was sure he was going to kill me. I thought about my family seeing my face, made completely unrecognizable. But just then, another car sped into the parking lot. It was my coworker. He got out of his car and started shouting at the man from behind his car door saying, "Hey, leave her alone! Get out of here! Stay out of this! This dumb slut tried to poison my food! Hey, listen to me! Leave her alone or I'm calling the cops! I'll shove this wrench up your ass!"
Oh my God!
The man ran up on my coworker and slammed the wrench into the top of the car door. My coworker was inches away from his fingers being crushed as he fell back into his car and slammed the door shut. Psycho just kept wailing.
There we go, we're back.
Out of the way. Then he jumped back into the safety of his own car. He swerved in my direction for one more second before he finally sped off. We called the cops as soon as it was safe. We showed them the
That's good.
security footage of him attacking us and damaging the property. And although the quality was really bad, they managed to get his license plate. He was arrested not long after, and I couldn't believe the BS he tried to pull to defend himself. I heard he begged them not to arrest him, because in his mind, he did nothing wrong as he didn't actually hit or hurt anyone. Never mind the smashed windows and the mental trauma from being terrorized within an inch of our lives. I can't count how many times I've had nightmares of being pummeled to death with a wrench. People like that psycho need to be taken off the streets.
Will.
This story was inspired by a horrific incident regarding a 38-year-old Idaho man named Seth Samuel Brooks, who was charged with a felony count of aggravated assault after he reportedly threatened to use a wrench to beat and take out Pizza Hut employees he said had poisoned his food. An employee said she was outside behind the restaurant on a cigarette break when a silver Mitsubishi Lancer drove at her aggressively. Brooks then got out of the car holding a yelling at her about poisoning his food. A Pizza Hut delivery driver saw the altercation and approached Brooks, who turned and threatened him too. Brooks then got into his car and left. Called to the scene, police arrested him 3 miles away. Brooks admitted to being angry at the employees and told cops he went there to confront them, but said he didn't think he committed a crime because he didn't actually hurt anyone.
Wow. God, it's just dumb. Anyways, now we'll get to this one in next week's Twist Game Monday. But man, those some good stories. I think this might be my favorite Horses Party video, man. The first one was insane, like the dad, like holy freak, man. That, and then the second one, again insane, like what? But yeah, Horses Party, man. And Tucker Nicholson, yeah. Why's the name Handball?
Because the picture is a handball.
No, it's a football.
It's a handball. You use it with your hands. Mostly. You mostly use it with your hands, so it's a handball.
Okay. Anyways, now we're gonna go back and watch that one story I missed last week. I'm gonna do Wendy's video, I think it was the Wendy's video. I don't have that there. Gato isn't in it. And then after I'm going to Hotel Films, and then I'll do it, y'all, for this week's Spooky Scary Monday. I can even have to go back and find it. Yeah, there we go. What other one was in this one? I know the Gator one was in this one, but I forgot what other one was in this one. Oh, why the one with the yeah, I'm never gonna talk about the first one in this one, but
were you surprised I saw you streaming?
No, because I knew you was probably subscribed to this channel, so yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm subscribed to like all of your like known channels on my Streak account, so.
Alright, so let's get to the last story in this one, and this was Hot Films, and then we'll be done. Here we go. We need the formula.
I was at home watching TV and mindlessly scrolling on my phone when I suddenly got the munchies. I was hungry as hell and didn't have anything to eat. But that's when I remembered the hype about Wendy's launching the new Krabby Patty. And there was a Wendy's not too far from my place. So I got dressed and started walking over to satisfy my craving. When I walked in, I was shocked by the sight of the freakiest, most gigantic woman I have ever seen working at the register. If Wendy's was serving Krabby Patties, this woman was Miss Puff after a boating accident. I'd never seen her there in all the times I went to that Wendy's before. Her skin was so wrinkly that it looked like there was grease flowing down the crevices of her face. She must have had a stroke after eating the entire stock of Krabby Patties and Baconators. Things only got worse as I walked up to her. The woman had these creepy, bulgy, lazy eyes that didn't even look at me, and her smile was completely crooked. She looked dead, like an old dementia patient that wandered off and got hit by a car. After staring at her uncomfortably for a few minutes, I told myself I was just freaked out because of my particular state of mind at the time, but I eventually placed my order.
Hi. I'd like a Krabby Patty meal, please.
Good choice. Do you know the secret formula?
I don't know. I just want something to eat.
I'm sure you're used to eating something with crabs. Krabby Patty, wait here. We're a little short-staffed tonight, so I'll be with your Krabby Patty.
The short encounter with her seemed to drag on forever. A lot of things were off about her. I was just glad it was over. Once I paid and got my receipt, I found a seat nearby. Nobody else was in the restaurant even though it wasn't that late. For some reason, it took forever for my food to be ready. Maybe about 10 or 15 minutes of scrolling on my phone later, the nasty old lady finally came back to the counter with my tray. I quickly walked up and snatched it. I then sat down and went right for the Krabby Patty, undoing its container and taking a huge bite. About 3 seconds into chewing, a horrible pungent flavor spoiled the whole bite. I kept chewing for a second, thinking maybe it was supposed to be the tang of some kind of tartar sauce they were using. But it just got worse. It was like piss, battery acid, and snot all mixed together. Before I knew it, the rotten flavor triggered my gag reflex, and I vomited all over the table. I couldn't stop dry heaving and choking on bile. I collapsed out of the chair and crawled to the bathroom, where I fought for my life. Once I could finally walk again, I stormed out of the bathroom and slammed my fists on the counter, demanding to see the woman who served me when nobody was brave enough to answer me. I lost control and hopped over the counter.
Oh my
I searched
goodness.
everywhere for her, but all I could find was a sad, cowering fry cook and an innocent-looking girl at the drive-thru. Neither of them seemed like the type to lace my food, and the fry cook even told me where the woman was hiding. She locked herself in the office, so I ran to the door and started trying to beat it down.
What did you do to my food, you nasty bitch? Come out here, you Mrs. Pump lookalike. I'm gonna cave your skull in.
I eventually accepted the fact that I wouldn't be able to reach her, which was unfortunate, because in that moment, all I wanted to do was drag her by the hair and shove her head into the toilet I had just puked my soul into. Instead, I took a moment to calm down, then I called the police. I didn't know exactly what she had put in my food, so I claimed she had poisoned me. They arrested her, and in her questioning, she was apparently proud to admit what she had put in not just my food, but in many other people's food. She was substituting the sauce on the Krabby Patties with the putrid, diseased discharge and juices from her worn-out stinky well downstairs. To think the toxic fluids of that disgusting woman's crotch were in my mouth, that I chewed on it and absorbed it to any degree. It makes me sick to this day. Now I know why it took my food so long to come out, because she took it to the bathroom and spent 10 minutes extracting unhealthy amounts of discharge from herself. By only God knows how, and smeared it all over my Krabby Patty. Unfortunately, there wasn't much punishment for her crime. She was fired from Wendy's and slapped with a fine of a few $1,000s. I wish she would rot in jail for what she did to me and all the other undeserving people who just wanted a nice burger. She's a sick, perverted, heaping waste of flesh. And I hope karma takes care of her. I just hope nobody ever has to take that secret formula I had that night. This story was inspired by an alleged incident regarding a former Wendy's employee named Lakeisha Hunter, who was arrested for contaminating a customer's hamburger with her bodily fluids. The repulsive incident allegedly took place in August of 2005 at a Wendy's fast food restaurant. It was rumored that Hunter was arrested and led away in handcuffs after arguing with customer Lachey Jones over their child's father not coming to see her baby. Hunter then went to the back of the restaurant and used her quote-unquote discharge in place of mayonnaise on Lachey's bacon cheeseburger deluxe. The two women who share the same father have been at each other's throats for a while. Lachey claims that she had the guy first and that Hunter ruined her family.
Yeah, that's messed up. But yeah, man. That was at Fires. The other two we watched, but yeah, just don't do that. But don't poison people anyways. So to have films once again. And yep. On to the last video from Social House Films. Last week was that bedhead video with
That was disgusting, dude. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I have to agree on that.
What person would have to be really sane and to do that?
Yeah, I really messed up person. Let me see. And then this one, the trunk. Yeah, go at this one. This one is 6 minutes, but yep. Alright, let's get to the last video from Uncle Victoria and someone on Queer's Kissing. I feel that Queer's Kissing has been Social House Films. The Trunk, sort of horror film. Now, I haven't seen this one before, so I'm interested. So, let's get it. Yes, Hold on. I'm gonna wait a little. Alright. Yeah, that's disgusting. Wait, what? Alright. Yeah, that's not creepy. There it is. And it's open again. Be Tom. That didn't get me. I'm gonna put hours now. Okay, that's not right. Okay, that was just a dream. Is this a dream? I think it is. Everything looks normal. Never mind, that isn't normal at all. Oh my goodness! Okay, yeah, that's just not right. That's not right. That's not right. Oh, that's not. Yeah, no, it's not right. Yeah, no. The Victoria, go, hey. That's all you people ever on this video. Not gonna happen. There's gonna be a to the last moments from there. No. Alright. Well then there we go, people. That was really good. I remember that ballerina video. Yep. Because of the limbs get going backwards. My that ballerina so whole film. Like so how films there. But some awesome videos. So if auto then when they went to my entertainment, then we had such a then we had horse source part and after that. So how friends. We had some goated people on this episode, y'all. We got some goats. See, I'll have next week will be a recorded video, so I have a live stream. I just didn't have time to record it yesterday because I got busy. So yeah, and this week is gonna be real for me. So I know how many videos are gonna be happening this week. But y'all still gonna have I'm not thinking reaction 100% this week going. I'm not thinking come on Thursday actually. Yeah, the Master reaction for this week might come on Thursday or Friday because Wednesday is gonna be a big day for me on my Smith Plays Games time because Dutch Wound is coming out on Wednesday, so that's gonna be the only thing I'm gonna be focused on that day is Dutch Wound. So y'all I'm gonna get in my single reaction either on Thursday or Friday this week, and I don't know when I'm gonna be recording those photos line mystic videos, and that I'll be a virtual mixed video reaction hopefully unblocked either tomorrow or Wednesdays. Yeah. Anyways. And there's be some new songs coming this week on my Mystic Productions channel as well. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say. These were some awesome videos. Has to be my favorite. It has to be the Pizza Hut one. Definitely the two horse stories that Pizza Hut animated from Horse Party. Yeah, my favorite. In this week's episode. So yeah. Anyways, Dennis. Go ahead and do your outro. Because that's it for this episode of Biggest Scary Monday.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, this is the handball singing off. Good night.
Alright, Miss Watson. Subscribe. Again, one more time. Subscribe. Just can't believe. Ooh. That's all. Of course, today. I don't know when the next live stream will be. I don't know. Just stay tuned for it. That'll be my whole reaction becoming, I think tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And that's all. I've got rest of y'all's day, and I'll see y'all soon. This is